So now the question is, now that the team is the right team, they're philosophically on board. They understand who we are, what we do, they want to be a part of it, etc. They're excited to grow. Now the question is, do they actually want to grow the practice? So Stephen, let me ask you, what would be some reasons why a team member would not want to grow the practice?
I'm not sure I can think of many reasons why they would want to not grow the practice unless they were expecting to move out of the practice and go somewhere else. But I can think of a lot of people who might be indifferent to practice growth because that actually requires effort beyond what their set job description is, if you like.
Yeah, beautiful. So here's my version of reality. And my wife ran my chiropractic practice. So I was privy to all kinds of information from my other staff through her. And now I coach a lot of teams. So I'm really privy to, and I have for 23 years. But the number one reason is this. If we see more people, it means more work to me. Why do I want to work harder? That's the number one reason they don't want to grow. It could be they don't believe in what you do. Get rid of them. Find someone and let them go find what they want to do in life that they're passionate about. Find people that do believe in what you do. It could be that they're not motivated. Well, we need to make sure that we give them reasons to be motivated because we are going to ask them to be more present. We're going to ask them to work smarter. They don't have to work harder. They're going to still do the same number of hours, but I need more present time consciousness. I need them always looking at the three hats, growing and evolving. Right? So I need them to be motivated. Might I want to bonus them? I might. There's 4 different sets of types of bonuses, etc., that I go to in that module. I don't have time to right now. Could be that they're lazy. Get rid of them. But again, if their mission, vision, purpose doesn't align with yours, they're the wrong person. The pimply kid at McDonald's, that's the wrong person. Now we got the right people. I got to make sure they want to grow the practice. So the number one thing that I need to do once we're at this point is I look at this chart right here and I look at, are you bored, stressed, or in the zone? Are you bored, stressed, or in the zone? So there's ease, tools, skill level, and time, and there's workload. Okay?
Yep.
If I have more work to do, then I have ease, tools, skill level, and time. I'm stressed and overwhelmed. If I have less work to do, and I'm really good at what I do, I have the skill level, I got the time, I'm bored. What I'm looking for is the zone. I want them in the zone. So if they're bored, if they're stressed, the first thing I have to do with them, Stephen, I've mentioned this before, what are your thoughts? If they're stressed out, what's the first thing I have to do?
Talk to them.
Okay, talk to them. But all right, so I'm just gonna, because we don't have time for me to play around like that. We have to reorganize. We have to fix the problems. We have to look at what's causing the stress.
Exactly.
And we have to fix it. Here's an example. And you're gonna think I'm kidding, and I swear to you I'm not. I was talking with a staff member who is having a problem setting appointments. And we were talking about what was the problem. And the problem was that the phone cord, back in the days of phone cords, wasn't long enough to reach the appointment book. So she'd have to look at the appointment book, come back and talk to the person. I swear to God, I'm not kidding you. And then she'd come back and go back and come back and go back. Stephen, what might be a better solution?
Either move the book or get a longer phone cord.
Yeah, get a longer phone cord. Nowadays, get a cordless phone, right? Yeah. Have a little thingy in your ear, like whatever. I'm just suggesting when you clarify the problem, the solution becomes self-evident. So we have to help them unstress. We have to reorganize first. And we look at every aspect of what they're doing. And I have, like, literally, I have these, and you'll have all of these, where we look at all of the behaviors that we hope for from them, and we have all of the tasks that they're doing, and I have Word documents on all this kind of stuff. But we look at that, and then we look at where the problems are, and we fix those. We help them fix those problems So they can now say to you, I'm either bored or I'm in the zone and I'm ready to grow.
Right.
Because a very famous, and he in the chiropractic world, he's really well known, but I don't know if you guys know him or not. A guy named Bruce Lipton. He's an epigeneticist, and he says we cannot simultaneously be in defense and growth at the same time. On a cellular level, you cannot simultaneously be in defense and growth. So if they're in defense because they're overwhelmed, you cannot ask them to grow.
Yeah.
So far, so good. So
Yeah. Yeah.
step one, philosophically. Step two, make sure that they are excited and they have the space to grow the business. So far, so good.
Yes.